Not in Butler County. I think it's Harvey County.
Yes, Harvey County.
Okay, well, that's where the stuff needs filed then.
Right from the start, this divorce hearing takes an unexpected turn. A 10-year marriage, no lawyers, and a judge already spotting problems in the paperwork. Property, retirement rights, and legal risks are suddenly on the table. This could get complicated fast. Subscribe now for more dramatic courtroom breakdowns you won't want to miss.
All right, are you Zachary Titus Lucas? Okay, if you could try to see if you get your audio to work. Ma'am, is it Draco?
Draco.
Draco Allen McWhorter, McWhorter.
Draco Allen McWhorter.
McWhorter. All right.
Mhm.
All right. It looks like Miss McWhorter, you filed a petition for divorce in 2025 DM 426 Butler County District Court, that there are no minor children of this relationship, but it's about a 10-year marriage. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, I need you, if you have a copy of your decree, to go through it with me. There's some things we need to discuss, things that aren't filled in, things I think may be inaccurate.
Okay.
They need to be, it probably is going to need to be redone. So the record should reflect that the petitioner appears in person, but not with an attorney, and that the respondent appears in person, but not with an attorney. I've checked those boxes, but it asks if there's title to real estate. And I understood that there's a mortgage of about $149,000 and that there is a house involved in this.
Only under his name.
It doesn't matter. It's still marital property.
Okay.
Doesn't matter whose name it's under. Is he the only one on the promissory note?
Yes.
Okay. So he's the only one they can come after if he fails to pay the mortgage. But you still have a marital interest in each other's property.
Okay.
So
Well, we've already split everything up.
Okay.
He's getting the house, his own vehicle. I have my own vehicle. We've already done all that.
Okay. And you understand that you may have had a right to some equity in the house.
Yes, but it's
okay.
No.
Okay. I'm not trying to give you legal advice. I just don't like people to self-represent and not realize that they've maybe made some mistakes because they weren't counseled by an attorney. Also, you may be entitled to a certain percentage of retirement that's developed in the last 10 years for you. So are you each going to keep your own retirement in 4 months and all of that?
Sure. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And then there's no joint debt according to you. Okay. Very good. And there's no children. All right. Well, we may be able to proceed today, but I still am going to have to change this to say title to real estate is involved.
Okay.
Because he could not get clear title to sell that house when he wants to, 10 years down the line. If they find out he's married and he wasn't awarded it in the divorce, because deeds are separate than mortgage or promissory notes. I mean, usually you don't get full deed to the property till you pay it off, but they're separate legal concepts. And so it's really best that the description of the property be in the decree, that it be granted to the person that's granted to. And then additionally, it would be best if you signed a quitclaim deed to the property saying, I claim no rights. It's clear and free forevermore. And that quitclaim deed gets filed with the Register of Deeds in Butler County where the property is. That way, if he goes to sell, the title company is not going to be concerned about anything.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm gonna go ahead and have, you, Draco, raise your right hand, please. You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, please state your name.
Draco Allen McWhorter.
All right, and you are married to whom?
Zachary Titus Lucas.
And when did the two of you get married?
November 3rd, 2015, I believe.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for your actual petition. They used to be at the bottom, the very first document in the file, but they're not anymore. So, because you have to be, there's a 60-day waiting period from the time of filing, which I know that's a lapse from 25. But
Mhm.
there's also a 60-day requirement that you have been a resident of the state 60 days before you filed. So that's why that filing date's important. All right, so the record should reflect that on 11/7 of 25, the petition was filed, that the waiting period in Kansas is elapsed, and you were a bona fide resident of the state of Kansas 6 days prior to filing this divorce. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yes.
And you indicate how long you've been married. Since that time, have you two separated?
Yes. It's almost been a year now.
Okay, and you've separated all your personal property effects, assets, and you indicate there's no joint debt or liability.
Yep.
All right. And there is a house that you are agreeing to be awarded to him in Butler County, correct?
Not in Butler County. I think it's Harvey County.
Yes, Harvey County.
Okay, well, that's where the stuff needs filed then, is in
Okay.
Harvey. I knew one of you lived in Newton. I think, yeah, sorry about that. So I'm probably gonna need the legal description. Let's see.
Here's where things get legally interesting. Even though the house is only in the husband's name, the judge reminds them it's still marital property after a decade of marriage. That means potential equity rights. Without lawyers, couples sometimes give up valuable claims. Do you think the settlement is truly fair here?
Yeah, that's probably gonna have to be supplemented in this decree. If you can send that, the address and legal description to my AA, we'll have to fill that information in. All right. And do you believe the division that you've agreed upon is fair, just, and equitable?
Yes.
All right. And since the time of your separation or before, have you two become incompatible with irreconcilable differences?
Yes.
All right. And ma'am, you currently live in Butler County, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And you're asking the court to grant an absolute decree of divorce. No one is actively in the military, correct?
Right.
All right. And generally I have whoever files pay the court costs. If he wants to give you some money or share that with you or something, that's between the two of you. But I usually have, if the court costs are already paid, I assign them to the person that's already paid them.
Okay.
Would be you, right?
Yep.
All right. And you're not asking to have any other name change.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And there's no personal property you're seeking from one another, because I basically lose jurisdiction to get involved in that once the divorce is finalized.
Mhm.
He's taking his car. Respondent is granted all right and title and interest to the real estate at. Why don't you go ahead and give me the address?
It is 113 North Walnut Street, Newton, Kansas. Zip code is 67114.
That's Harvey, yeah.
County.
Do you think you can go online and try to find a quit claim deed and get executed? Then I'll just say in the legal description, see and reference the quit claim deed.
I don't know what that is, honestly. Do I need to talk to my realtor on that?
You might want to, yeah, because they'll want you to have clear title if they ever help you sell the house.
Okay.
And they won't want to have to backtrack and find her and do all that. They'll want it very clean.
Okay.
You happen to know the legal description?
Legal description of my house,
Yes.
such as a resident or
Yeah, it's usually a township range subdivision.
oh, it was classified as R, classified as residential, on my taxes, but
Yeah. I'll wait on talk to your realtor, see if you can get either the quick claim deed that we can reference in here or get me the legal description.
okay, I'll get that to your clerk as soon as possible.
Okay, very good.
What county is it in?
Huh?
What county is it in?
Harvey?
Harvey County? You
Yes.
said it was 113 North Walnut in Newton?
Yes.
Okay. I believe that the legal description can be found on their Register of Deeds website.
Okay.
I might be able to pull it if you want me to.
Well, I like to have
I get that.
confirmation. I don't want to mess with people's title to property.
Right.
Really like them to be the one to offer it. And then if you have questions, you can go double check it. But I
Okay.
don't really want us to initiate the legal description, even though we could. I just don't want to accidentally make a mistake or something. And it was something that we retrieved on our own, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. So respondent is responsible for any mortgage or liens or anything to do with the property. You are obligated to sign any necessary documents to transfer the property, which is what I was referring to. There's no minor children. You are not currently pregnant. Neither spouse is seeking alimony or spousal support or maintenance. Okay. There's no Kansas Payment Center application because there's no child support or alimony. So there's no income withholding provisions. There's no other provisions that I'm aware of, things that you're seeking, a return of keys or an exchange of phones or anything. So I find that the parties understand the nature of the proceedings. They have asserted that their division and separation of their property is fair, just, and equitable, and they're both in agreement to this decree of divorce. I further find that they're incompatible with their reconcilable differences, and thus I will grant an absolute decree of divorce. Keep in mind that there is a 30-day waiting period before you have the capacity to marry someone else. And that the finalization of your divorce is the date the decree is filed. And so it's not going to be filed until I've signed it, but we're going to get that legal description, or you're going to confirm that you figured out how to do a deed that we can reference. And then it'll be filed. That's the official day of divorce. And then there's a 30-day appeal period and waiting period in Kansas. You have any questions?
No, Your Honor. I'll get that deed as soon as
Okay.
possible.
All right. Thank you. All right. If there's nothing further, you're free to go and you don't have any further obligation to the court. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just like that, the judge grants the divorce. But not without a final legal safeguard. The property details must still be confirmed before everything becomes official. It's a reminder that even simple divorces involve serious legal precision. Like, comment, and subscribe for more shocking courtroom stories and dramatic legal breakdowns.